Hi, my name's Tyson. I'm the director of the Global Pastoral Ministry program here at Vanguard College. We need effective, quality pastors and global workers today. And at Vanguard College, we have a conviction that to be that effective and quality pastor, you need to have a global context. You need to be able to see your community and your church with this global missional mindset. Everywhere we see these gatherings in our cities and in our towns all throughout Canada of different cultural and different mindsets and worldviews. And so you need to be able to navigate that. Plus have the pastoral skills to be able to pastor these people. In the same breath, to be a really effective and good global worker today, you do need those global and cultural and missional skills, but you also need a foundation of pastoral skills. And so we just feel in the Global Pastoral Program, we're trying our best to produce really effective and quality pastors and global workers by merging these two kind of worlds together. So in the Global Pastoral Program, we really see the education or the shaping you as a pastor or global worker in kind of three areas. The first one being the classroom, which makes sense. You're coming to college, you're going to be for 4 years going to classes. And we start off by just how do you reach people well? How do you disciple people well? And you as a minister, how your character, your rhythms, your life, how do you do that well? And so over the course of 4 years, we're in the classroom, we're educating, we're learning these aspects of ministry. The second area that we really lean into is mentorship. We just believe that life on life over the course of 4 years of just somebody that's been down the road that has maybe done ministry longer than you have, of them just sharing their life with you and vice versa, and you being shaped in that context. And so those that are interested in local church pastoral ministry here in Canada, there's myself and other pastors that we'll bring in and that will just do life on life with you, ask you questions and carry conversations of just helping shape ministry for you. And then those that are interested in being a global worker, we have Brian and Val Rutten, who have been missionaries for 40 plus years, and not just missionaries, but really effective missionaries. The type of stories that they can tell, what they've seen God do on the mission field is just kind of blow your mind. And so they'll do coffee and they'll ask you questions and lean into you and your life. And so this mentorship is happening. And so we have the classes, we have the mentorship, and then we have the experience. We also believe that shaping you and your ministry is just, you got to experience, you got to be shaped by doing, not just by sitting back and learning. And so there'll be your practicums where you'll be involved in different areas. We're going to have trips to the north. We're going to have trips overseas that you can jump into. And at the end of the year, or at the end of the 4 years, your last class that you'll be taking is a class where at a point as a class, we go to Vancouver. We experience, interview different churches and ministries, and then we come back, and your last assignment is you create a philosophy of ministry. So over the course of these 4 years, what has God been shaping in you, and how do you see effective ministry happening, whether it's in the local church or overseas? You create that philosophy of ministry. And so it's in those three areas of the classroom, the mentorship, and the experiences that we see you being shaped as a pastor or a global worker. It's really easy today to give opinion or a hot take. What takes more wisdom and is more work is presenting people biblical truth in a way that they can understand and make their own. And so at Vanguard, that biblical truth is foundational. When you come in, you're going to learn how to interpret, study, understand Scripture. You're going to learn how it fits into the grand story, the meta-narrative of what God is doing throughout all of Scripture. And then you're going to learn how to take that and communicate it to people wherever you find yourself in a way that they can understand. And so it doesn't become about your opinion, it doesn't come about your thoughts, but it becomes about biblical truth being presented truthfully, accurately, and understandably. And that is just so foundational in what we try to do in the Global Pastoral Program. I had a mentor of mine say once that when you serve God, when you do ministry, you're drawing from yourself, and he said, think of it as kind of like a container with water, and so that empties as you pour it out for others, and you gotta keep filling that container up. And so it's this kind of rhythm of filling and emptying, and that in a metaphor is what spiritual formation at Vanguard is this idea of, can we work on this rhythm, this relationship, that we're not drawing from an empty well, that we're always filling ourselves up in community with God, and so that our ministry flows from our relationship with God. And so there's chapels, there's spiritual direction, retreats, mentorship, that it is all this purpose of kind of forming and shaping us so that when we do ministry, it's from like an overflowing cup, not from an empty cup. And so we just really want to focus in on that so that you can lead from a place of wholeness and health. One of the things I've noticed about doing ministry is no 2 days are the same. And then within a day, you're doing very different things. I could be working on a budget, and then I could be counseling someone, then I could be writing a sermon, and everything in between. And we can talk about in class, and we can learn some of those things, but really a way to sharpen those skills is by actually doing the work. And so over the course of your 4 years, we're going to help you get plugged into different churches, and you're going to do practicums, you're going to do a more intensive internship. If you're feeling like global worker is the lane that you're wanting to run in, we're going to get you overseas, or we're going to get you plugged into a more cross-cultural experience here in Canada. But the whole heart, the whole purpose of that is to sharpen these skills by actually doing good, effective ministry and then reflecting on it. I think of pastoring when I started 25 plus years ago and pastoring today, and it is completely different worlds and how you engage people, how you interact, and the world views and what people think and feel. But Jesus hasn't changed. The message of Scripture hasn't changed. And so that's my heart is for students that come in, how can we help them to effectively take that message and present it to the world that they are ministering to, whether that's in rural Canada, in a city, or overseas somewhere. And they can be the pastor or the global worker that God has created them to be. And we can see them when they graduate just launching and just doing amazing and effective ministry. And so that's really the heart of the Global Pastoral Program.